Alright, go for it.
My name's Andrew, I'm from ASD, and I'm going to show you how to do the COLA test properly. The first thing I'm going to do, you can see the truck at 120 on the air pressure. The first thing I'm going to do is bring my air pressure back down to 90 so I can perform my cutout test. Alright, both gauges are at 90. I'm going to make sure I'm in neutral, and I'm going to start up my engine. Rev between 12 and 1500 on my RPM gauge, and build my pressure up to maximum. Heard the truck sneeze, we're at maximum air pressure. My primary gauge is at 120 psi, secondary gauge is at about 123 psi. This is a good test because I cut out before reaching 130 psi. My next test is going to be my cut-in test. Pump the brake, put my finger on the needle and accelerate for 8 seconds and wait for a rise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay, it didn't rise, I'm going to go ahead and repeat the process. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you can see the needle rose off my finger at about 99 psi on the primary and about 105 psi on the secondary. This is a good test because it cut in before reaching 85 psi. My next test is my applied pressure test, and you want to make sure you build your air pressure back up to maximum before beginning this test. Go ahead and wait for the truck to sneeze. Alright, we're at maximum air pressure. First thing I'm going to do, pull the clutch, put the truck into gear. We're in gear, go ahead and turn the motor off. Release the clutch now and release both brake valves and wait for my needles to stabilize or stop moving. Okay, my needles are stable. I'm going to go ahead and put my foot on the brake. Okay, my primary gauge is at 90 psi, secondary gauge is at 92 psi. I'm going to start counting for 1 minute to see if we lose any pressure. Okay, for the video's time's sake, I'm going to pretend that a minute just passed. My primary gauge is still at 90, secondary gauge is still at 92. This is a good test because within 1 minute I did not lose more than 4 pounds of pressure. Okay. Alright, now the applied pressure test is done. My next test is going to be my low air warning test, but before I begin this test, the first thing I'm going to do is set both my brake valves. The next thing I should do is put the truck back into neutral. Okay. I'm now going to turn the key to the on position and wait for these lights on the dash to go off to complete my low air warning test. Okay, the lights are now gone. I'm going to pump down the brakes until a light comes on my dash indicating a low air warning, or in some trucks' case it'll be a buzzer as well. This truck it will only be a light that will show up here. Pump down the brakes. Okay, you can see the light has come on. My primary gauge is at 65 psi. My secondary gauge is at about 70 psi. This is a good test because my low air warning device came on between 55 and 75 psi. I've done my cutout, my cut-in, my applied, my lower warning. My next test is going to be my parking brake test. Again, I will make sure I'm in neutral, my brakes are set, and I'm now going to start the engine and build my pressure back up to maximum before beginning this test. truck has reached maximum air pressure, I'm going to go ahead and put the truck into gear. I'm going to pull against both brakes. This is my parking brake test. Okay, the truck held. I'm going to release my tractor brake, pull against my trailer brake, release the clutch, so I feel the vibration again. Okay, it held, set my brake, release my trailer brake. I'm now pulling against my tractor brake. And that held as well. This is a good test because I tested both brakes together and individually, and they all held. My last test is going to be my service brake test. I'm going to ask the examiner if she or he would like me to perform this test or verbalize it. I'm just going to verbalize it for you today. I'm going to go ahead and build the pressure back up to maximum, put the truck into gear, and release my brakes. Roll forward at 5 miles an hour. I'm going to brake to a stop. During this stop, I'm going to have my palms open on the side of the wheel, look for any pulling to the left, to the right, any delay of stopping, or any weird or awkward noises I'm going to be listening for. This is a completed COLA test done correctly. Do it this way, you'll pass.